Hello, learners. Online learning communities are becoming increasingly popular in education, especially in higher education, in addition to business and industry. By, utiliz- by utilizing online learning environments, training can reach countless employees and students, as well as to provide a tool that employees can use for reference should they need to look up specific information from a prior training session, or even to retake specific training modules. Now, what is a learning community? Edward Linneman describes a learning community as small groups of aspiring adults who desire to keep their minds fresh and vigorous, who begin to learn by confronting pertinent situations, who dig down into the reservoirs of their experiences before resorting to texts and secondary facts, and who are led in discussion by teachers who are also searchers after wisdom and not oracles. Traditionally, education builds a community of learners through requiring learners to assemble in a classroom, around a table or a group of desks, where a facilitator guides discussion within the group setting. Now, you may be thinking that it is impossible to achieve a sense of community in an online setting. Since our class this week deals with online learning communities, I thought introducing you to some of the learning management systems that we use to deliver content and instruction in online environments to be a good starting point. Now, there are many various online learning environments that we use. At UCO, we use Desire to Learn, or D2L. Some other learning management tools are Blackboard, Moodle, and there are even websites like Udemy, Coursera, and through iTunes, using iTunes U, where schools have uploaded content, video lectures, and usually some PDF documents where you can actually work through the course content on your own. Other software tools that are popular and are becoming useful, especially in public education, are apps like Google Classroom and Apple's new Classroom app for the iPad, which allows a teacher to bring interaction with technology to be a more utilized component of the classroom in teaching and learning. So how many of you have taken a course that was either 100% online or a blended course that had some on-campus parts and some online discussion or online content that you're responsible for? For me, most of my undergraduate coursework was done online. And now that I'm pursuing my graduate studies at UCO, I miss having the freedom of the online classroom. Knowing that I have to schedule my life around attending classes rather than fitting the classes into my lifestyle is a real chore. That's what makes online learning communities great. There's flexibility in time that a student chooses to complete their coursework, and now scheduling for any day that I have to be on campus, I have to allow for at least 2 hours of extra time just for a commute back and forth to campus. If I don't leave at the right time, I barely make it to class on time, and if I leave too early to miss traffic, especially during the afternoon when school's getting out, I get to campus too early. So I waste more time than it benefits me to even come to take a class on campus. On class days, I usually have to eat out, which is costly, which adds extra expense, extra gas, because I don't live close enough to campus. So if I have to eat out, I usually don't eat during the day until after class is over. And then I stop on the way home, which makes my commute time on the way back even longer. There's a real freedom about taking courses online. with various devices that we can utilize. It's easy nowadays to be sitting on a beach somewhere. I could be taking classes from some exotic spots like Paris or Rome, visiting the Colosseum. I could even do some class work and wave at you when I see you coming to a popular eating establishment. Now, we're not talking about building technology that's going to, you know, travel, help us travel into space, or even recreate the moon landing. We're just trying to find some ways to make learning more manageable into our ever-growing and busy lifestyle. You know, I used to do a lot of my work while I was standing in the checkout line at the grocery store. I'd log into Blackboard because that's the system that the universities that I attended during my undergrad had used. I'd log in and I'd complete my discussion boards. You know, if it was a rather long line, I'd watch some part of a video. And another good thing was I could just take my learning with me. Um, if I had to work, I could do some class assignments or watch videos, discussion boards, whatever, during a lunch break or something from while I was at work. And, you know, if I was working in a restaurant that had Wi-Fi, I could just take my computer with me, and when I got off for the day, I could grab something to eat and sit and do my coursework after work before I left. I mean, you never know. One day, you might just get invited to the set of some popular TV show, maybe have some interaction with these guys while you're working on your coursework. While you read the selected readings this week and think about your experiences with online learning and how utilizing the techniques presented in this chapter can help you begin to develop an online learning community. Now, I want to take you to some of the tools that we're going to be working with this week. Now, we're going to be using Course Sites, which is a version of Blackboard, and I'm going to go ahead and log in. Now, my view on here will be different than yours because I'm actually logged in using my teacher account, or my instructor account, I guess I should say, because that's the terminology they use. So I'm going to log in, and it's coursesites.com, COURSESITES.com. And we're going to click on the Building Online Learning Communities link. That's our course for this week. And you will see we have a banner that this is for an activity that we're going to complete this week. And hopefully my computer will update. There we go. It's running kind of slow, I guess, with updating from some of the tools that I'm using. So you might see some lag, and I can't, with the software that I'm using, I actually can't pause the video, so you may have to watch a little bit of lag. So what you're going to do when this opens up, you're going to see this home page. There's going to be a little banner here, and where there's an activity that we'll be completing for it later. So I'm going to take you through some of the links. If you click on announcements, you'll see just some announcements that you'll receive these via email and through the on this site. I'll keep you there. This video you'll actually find here in the information section. Along this information section, you'll find a course syllabus, which will open up right here, and it's going to download a file. I want to walk you through some of the things with the syllabus because it can be kind of confusing. Now, since my group can't actually assign you grades this week, there is a tool, and you'll be learning a little bit more about it within one of the modules this week, one of the online modules. For using achievements in learning. So here's our grading procedures. You're going to have earned little badges, just kind of like some gameplay functioning, just to kind of know where you're at and how to get through the course and what you're expected to do for the week. So you get this movie night badge when you watch this introduction video. When you read the syllabus, you will get this little check mark badge. This little star badge is for going through the additional readings that are posted. The little trophy you'll earn for completing the individual activities. There's a video from a TED Talks that we're going to want you to watch. It talks about actually building the student-teacher interaction. And it's geared mostly for public education. However, there are some great concepts that you could bring into your teaching philosophy for higher education, whether it is an on-campus class you're teaching or for your online learning. We have a Facebook page set up for the course. You'll get this badge by clicking the link to like our page. And then you'll see a few of these flag icons. These are for the your group activities that you'll complete. And then you'll each have a chance to earn each of these badges. Now this final thing will be a certificate. Once you complete all the activities, you'll receive all your badges. You'll get a completion certificate that you can print out and display or not, whichever you choose. So go through here and look through the syllabus. Just a few things. Be sure you read Chapter 21 out of the Adult Learning Methods textbook. Now, some of the information that you're going to receive this week is from another textbook that's actually mentioned in the chapter from Paloff and Pratt. The textbook is Building Online Learning Communities, and in the information section on course sites, we've posted the information for that book as well. So if you'd like to get it, it's like a $35 purchase for the Kindle if you want to get the ebook. I think it's like 20 something in various places. But all the information for that book is on the site as well. Just click on this textbooks used in course site or link. It'll take you to a page where it lists our textbook from Michael Galbraith, and then the Building Online Learning Communities from Paloff and Pratt. It gives the ISBN number through this purchase. This tool on Blackboard is a $44 purchase, but you can find it on Amazon. It's cheaper. And you don't have to get the most up-to-date version. This is the 2007. The version that was published before that is still a great tool, and will give you some great information as well. So once you finish with this section, go to the content section. So as you see, there are various links through here. Some of them will not be available until the day of the online live discussion, but you'll just be sure to check through course sites throughout the week. Make sure you're getting your things completed. You will have a group project. You will be assigned groups, and you'll get an email November 3rd with your group assignments and what group you're in, so you can log into course sites and get the information. Now, there's one group that will be completing a project this week where you'll actually get an additional email with additional instruction to do your group assignment. We'll have a testing site open November 4th, 5th, and 6th, so you can try to work on making sure that your Google Hangouts, you can connect to the Google Hangouts, and the live sessions links will be where the links to actual Google Hangout for November 10th will be posted. We'll also be streaming live on Facebook and on YouTube. So if for some reason you can't connect to the Google Hangout during your session, or get knocked off and can't get back in, you can always get onto the Facebook page or onto the link to YouTube and interact that way. Facebook will be having somebody monitoring the comments on the Facebook Live session, and there will also be a similar comment section on YouTube, which we'll be monitoring as well. So just look at that, and if you happen to want to view each session, feel free to log on to the Facebook page or the YouTube page during the section that you're not in and that you're not attending on Google Hangouts, and join us that way. But you still need to be sure that you attend one of the live sessions. And one of your badges this week for one of your achievements this week will be actually accessing the live session. So be sure that you click the link and access the live session. So you have a couple of individual activities. One we're going to do is class portrait, as mentioned in the textbook, which is going to be the selfie mashup activity. And you'll see what happens with that, as well as the rest of the assignments. We're gonna go over and talk about the collaboration during the live discussion. But you're gonna have a selfie mashup. This 5 picks 8 words assignment is an individual assignment that you'll complete on your own, and we'll also be utilizing that in the live discussion. But there will be some PDF files attached to each of the assignments, and for